I feel like MLK Day is a day on instead, so a day on service, a day on helping others, a day on friendship, to really tap into those things and really like help out your community in a way that you couldn't help out if MLK had not existed.
I think that what we do on Martin Luther King Day, it really should be kind of unified and carried out throughout the year. We shouldn't just look at that day and say, oh, well, this reminds me of civil rights, or this reminds me that we should all respect one another. It should be that way throughout the year.
If you really think about it, anybody, no matter who you are, has something that they could be judged off of, so to speak. And so the fact that what he stood for was not judging people off of anything from race, religion, sexual orientation, socioeconomic status, whatever that may be, by treating people equally, by not judging people based off of anything, it allows for people to be free to just go about their everyday lives without having to worry about the standards or expectations that either society expects them to live up to or even down to, for that matter.
MLK was striving to break barriers, and that's what I really like to illustrate on MLK Day, is break those barriers from homelessness, poverty, friendship, race, religion, all of those different types of things. Break those barriers between those values so that you can really learn from other people who are different than yourself.
I think that Dr. King's legacy has definitely made a huge impact on my life, because I am from a very small town, and being able to say there are people in that town who probably were not exposed to different cultures or different beliefs or different lifestyles, and because of his legacy, people are comfortable coming into that town and saying, I'm different than the rest of the people here, but I know that I can be respected. I know that you guys have an interest in what I believe, not because I'm different, but because I am a person. And I also believe that people are able to look at one another and say, I have an interest in you because I know that you would put the same interest in me.
To promote freedom and equality for all, we should be doing that in our everyday lives, not just during MLK Junior Day, not just during Black History Month, not just during any type of thing or a certain set time period. You should be embracing that every single day. So any small thing that you can do adds up to something greater.
In one of his speeches, he said something, I don't know the exact quote, but it's along the lines of accepting finite disappointment for the pursuit of infinite hope. And I think that that's especially applicable in today's society, where there's a lot of times where people definitely are disappointed, may feel like we've even backtracked or that a lot of progress hasn't been made since Dr. King. But I think that in having infinite hope and always working towards that hope, like he started in the civil rights movement, I think that that's ultimately his legacy. And if we continue to do that, that we might live in a world where we are able to see his dream realized.